Generic greetings and welcome back once again to House Flipper. Today's beverage is a nice traditional cup of tea, the perfect beverage for buying furniture, knocking down walls, and clearing out weeds in the garden, albeit very, very poorly. As you can see, the garden has seen better days. I was letting off a few clips of the flamethrower and, well, I got a little bit overzealous, let's be honest. Anyway, that's not the focus of this video. We're taking a look at the recently released, at least at the time of recording, Luxury Flipper DLC, which adds the typical stuff that you can expect from a DLC, so new wall coverings, new furniture, new tiles, lots more furniture and things like that, but also it has a new mode on the laptop there. I'll show you that in a moment. And now you can also place windows. So previously you had the typical portals around here and you could put some coverings on and that's about it. You could basically put some either blinds or some curtains, but now you can, well, let me just go over to the sledgehammer here and I will do that and then put in a big, I was going to say a window, but it's actually a door as well. But yes, you can now place windows. So if I go over to here, over to windows, window, you see you've got all of these different types of windows, and yeah, you can literally just place them almost wherever you want. So I can go there and boom, and that's something that a lot of people it may be a little bit low. Yeah, I'm just going to sell that. But at least you can see that you can now do all that. So a lot more options for people when it comes to building. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the new modes. I guess the new mode. Over to the laptop, over to map of jobs, and we have the Luxury Flipper mode here, which takes us to a new area, and this is where essentially we get hired to do specific tasks, so almost like the tenants in a sense. So instead of just getting a property, clearing it up and then, you know, furnishing it and selling it, like as in flipping the house, you now get specific jobs and tasks. So for example, this one here is a new chapter. Moonrise Bay, that's the area here, welcomes Hiroshi and Yuna with open arms. This young couple of computer engineers who both got jobs in town had been looking for a place to make their own. Help came from their friend in the area who offered to sell them their unprofitable printing studio. Now the newcomers just need a little more help with changing it into a living space. I'm going to click restart and we'll load into this one. So the whole point is you sort of with a lot of these ones for Luxury Flipper, it's like it's go big or go home. So a lot of the things are big apartments or huge open spaces, warehouses that are being converted, or even like big mansions and such. So there's a lot of focus on that sort of thing in here. I've heard you're just starting Moonrise Bay.
But it shouldn't be a problem. So are we. As one expected, with the new chapter in our life comes a new apartment.
Bit dirty.
Which is in the crying need for a furniture update.
Yep.
We'd like to have a simple, cozy loft here. That's why we didn't even look for anything bigger. Quality over quantity, they say.
Fair point, well made.
Although it would be nice to have a second bathroom upstairs.
Okay, second bathroom.
We also have one special request. I'll tell you more about it when you're done with the cleaning.
Cool. Okay, so this is a new chapter. We will skip that, and you can see we oh, elevator, very nice. So we are in the apartment building. This is someone else's door, that is also someone else's door, and that's also someone else's dirt that we'll have to clean up. But anyway, this is the apartment, and you now get on the right hand side all of the things that are required in here, so like different lamps and desks and that sort of thing. You can see this is an old printing studio, and yep, there's absolute rubbish everywhere, so we're going to go ahead and probably sell the majority of this. Downstairs we have a toilet, we have also more rubbish here. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull out the selling thing and I'm going to go ahead and sell pretty much everything. Now obviously some of this they may not want to sell, but I find it's easier to just work with a completely clean canvas. I'm not necessarily going to get this map completed in this video. This is, like I say, just to sort of touch on the DLC and the sort of things that it can bring. One of the things that it has added, which I thought was quite a nice touch, is essentially furniture renovation and upcycling. So on a previous mission, which was on a yacht, there was a I think it was like a wooden anchor. It was just like obviously not useful, but it was just a piece of decoration there, and it had been damaged and covered in paint and such. And you have to sort of scrub all the paint off with like a mini game where you scrub the paint off and then work back with different things and get it varnished and such. So there's a lot of that, and I really like that focus. I just hope the sort of focus on that more. Although it does genuinely feel like that's sort of like a test for perhaps future DLCs, or maybe even House Flipper 2 if we ever get something like that. That goes very heavily down the route of, you know, redoing furniture and such. Because a lot of this furniture like that, for example, this dirty stuff here, you can clean the dirt off, I'm fairly sure. You can just brush that off. Yeah, so you can clean that, but these ones were more focused. I don't think we'll get it in this map, but there you are. Anyway, just cleaning all of this up, obviously all this rubbish, and then we'll have to do pretty much whatever it requests on the right-hand side there. We've got 3 different posters there, and I actually went over to there and sell the stairs because you can renew them, which is what we're going to be doing shortly. Lots of swatches here and sort of like printing reels and such. Open this door, and yeah, this is their kitchen, which is well, everything's getting sold, let's be honest. Sometimes when you try to sell things, especially on some of these maps, it will say no, you can't sell that. That is thievery, basically. It says you don't want to do that. I'm going to sell these doors as well because they are fairly terrible. In here we have, looks to be some storage of some kind, although it may end up being a bathroom, but we'll have to see. So that's more stuff cleaned off. Again, on the right it tells you what it was going to be. Oh yeah, it says a wardrobe, no, it's all wardrobes and a mirror and things like that. Still got some garbage there. And these windows need to be done as well. So we'll have a look at those after we've cleaned the place. So we've removed, as far as I can tell, the majority of all of the muck and dirt. So we'll just go ahead and scrub this place. Although I fear that I may not be able to get over there. Or actually, I probably can if I do some hardcore parkour. I might be able to get over there. So I'll jump onto this. Hang on, jump onto that, and can we work around this way? I'm trying to stand on that. Yeah, and then jump over there, yes, and then jump over here, yes. So see, this is probably not something that would be recommended by any official body, a way to clean up here. But, well, we don't have fall damage in the game as far as I can tell, because there's no damage. But there you are, job done. Okay, so clean all of this up. Obviously the flooring is probably going to be sorted out as well. So I'm just going to go ahead, get all this cleaned. Sadly, a little bit more to sell that I just didn't. Sell all these doors. Probably sell... Oh, so there you go. I can't sell these fixtures because they are required. So there you go. Anyway, just clean away in here. All of this will be redone. Looks like there's been a miniature explosion in here. Don't know what food they've been eating, but there you go. Probably quite spicy. And we'll just clean the rest of this up. So there's that done. We have to clean in this corner. And also outside as well, because apparently our task is to clean other people's dirt. But there you go, I might as well just do that anyway, and at least the neighbours hopefully will be a bit more sympathetic when I'm making a lot of noise during this renovation. Okay, so we have now managed to clean some of this up. We can turn the lights on. I'm going to turn the lights on in... Oh, I'm not going to turn the lights on in here because there is no light switch. So let's go for light. Actually, light switch. Where is it? Double light switch, elegant light switch. That's the one. We're going to buy that. I don't know what side of the door will be on, but I'm going to place that in there. And speaking of doors, let's start getting some doors in here. So over to here, doors, and then it will be the 1 meter by 2 meter. And you can see we've got these really big sliding doors now as well. So I'll probably place some of those in because they're fairly cool. Let's go for one of these. I'm not going to change the colours. And you can see you can place it in, say, here. And that's how, like, a nice wooden sliding door. That seems to fit the sort of old industrial aesthetic here. This is like, say, some sort of old workspace that's been converted, which is like a lot of places, to be honest, which I think is a big problem for some people, trying to find a reasonably priced workspace. Getting pushed out because of it all being turned into living space. But there you go, there's our doors in there, sliding doors. I think this one is, yeah, that can be moved over just slightly, so we get the outline, and that's maybe a little bit further along. Let me just close that and see if there's a gap. There is a gap actually, so it was in the right space in the first instance. So there we go. Alright, so those are now in, doors are now in. There's one downstairs that I have to sort, but we'll have a look at that. This is reasonable. This door, obviously, we're not going to be placing one of those in, but we'll go for maybe... That's a bathroom door. There's an interior door. I'll just go... Actually, what doors have they got on the outside here? Looks to be sort of 3-panel cherry door, something like that. Some sort of cyberpunky doors. I actually quite like that one. Just says front door. That should work. And there we go. There's our front door. With that little gap there, which is really annoying. Okay, so that's all sorted. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bathroom. So this is where, as I said, we've got very specific requirements. And also, you may notice a budget on the right-hand side as well. So budget is 27,000 plus change. Income is 2 grand. It says lay wall tiles, the quarter stone white tiles, and exangulate small beige tiles. Exangulate? Small beige tiles. So if I go over to here and scroll down, oh yeah, this is one of the things I was messing with earlier. Yeah, it's a it's like a, was it like a big sort of indoor hot tub jacuzzi thing. Either way, I can't imagine the neighbours downstairs would be too happy with that going right into their ceiling. Back over here then. Let's have a check. And I need to put a dark mirror in because it's recommending a dark mirror. There you go. We need to have a sconce, light, and we'll do the tiles. So we need this, was it stones? Over here, we're going to go for walls and wall tiles. It's probably going to be easier searching because of just how, yeah, how big that is. So we'll go for, what was this? This is stone white tiles. So we've got stone white tiles there. We'll get them in white because that's what it's asking us to do. And the majority of this bathroom, I think, will be with these tiles, and then that wall will change to be something else. So over to tiling and pick this up, and I'm just going to crack on with the tiling. This bathroom is got an interesting colour scheme going on at this stage. It's not an avocado bathroom or salmon. Those two things synonymous with council estates in the 70s and 80s. Let's pick that up and keep going. These are quite nice tiles, these. Nice and light and airy, but with enough colour to hold interest. But this is where we have been told what the customer wants. Rather than us buying a property, doing it up, and then selling it for profit, or keeping it for ourselves. This is a case of do the property up, job done. It should be noted, however, that once you have done the property up and done the mission, this job that we completed in this building then becomes purchasable from the main screen. Let me just go ahead and place that down, put those tiles down, sell the others, didn't need those, so a bit of a wasted bit of cash there, but no matter. And we need the beige tiles. So we're going to go for over here, Xang, and it is grey turquoise, small beige. And you can see you can do like a halfy half, but we're going to go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strips. Okay, that should be fine. So over to tiling, and this is going to be our feature wall. Oh, there's the hexes. Hexes are in. And there's our Catan board. Let's go ahead and sell that. Other board games with hexes are available. Gloomhaven specifically. That I've been playing. What else do we have? Lay floor tiles. It's the Quarterstone. So was it KOTA? Quarterstone white tiles. That buy. And then this is where you just click, drag, job done. Right, that looks a lot fresher, doesn't it? And all this is clean now, and interesting. Soft close. So, we have, what do we need now? We need a sconce and a towel rail. Hang on, I spelled that wrong. towel rail. Go for that one. Like I said, I'm not focusing too much on every little bit here. And what else do we need? Scones. And there it is. We need 2 of them. One there, one there. There you go. So we got the light there and there. That's pretty good. And you see all the bloom on there as well. Nice. Nice, bright and airy. It is just a bathroom. Well, it's a toilet. It's got no bath in it. It's got no... It's a water closet, whatever you want to call it. You notice the lights go on and off. That is a mode. Like I think it's an eco mode, so when you're not in the room, the lights go off. Okay, so that is one of those done. Let's go ahead and change windows, and you literally press, in this particular case, just press E, and it's going to change all of the windows. Good grief, that needs a good power washing, doesn't it? That is filthy, that roof. Unless it's some sort of green eco roof. In that case, yeah, I guess good job. Difficulty in replacing some of these windows unless we do our old school way of just running across, and yeah, we're going to do that, and job done. You can buy scaffolding, and that's a lot of dust in this thing. So that is now in. This is all classed as one room. You may notice down here it is 81 meters squared, and then you go up here, and then this is classed as a separate one as well. It also says sell object the ceiling lamp, so that and that. Yeah, apparently they don't want that. And it says, can we renew this? Yeah, we can renew it. Let's go for that. And that's changed. See all that? All the top bit? That's pretty good. Good, and...
We're not that good at interior design, so we've left some choices up to you.
Okay.
But to show you what style we like, we prepared a mood board you should be inspired by. Look around to find out what you need to work on at any given point.
Okay. So... They say they don't know exactly, but they don't know the nitty gritty and the ins and outs essentially. But they know there's your inspirations there. That's the sort of thing they're looking at. Okay, it's like whitewash walls on the brick. They like the brick. I think that. Let's try it. It's going to be expensive, isn't it? Does it look alright?
Great. Since you clearly know what you're doing, I'll just let you go on with the job.
No, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like a dog with the chemistry set. Okay, so it says paint with the colours white, apparently, the walls. Okay, well, I think we'll leave that section there alone. Let's just go for, well, it's going to be walls, paint. See, it says white, not crystal, not Milky Way. It's looking for not these silvers and the steels. White walls. Large tin of paint, medium or small. Medium would probably suffice. So we go over to roller, grab this. You may notice some of these tools, by the way, you might not have them. It depends on how you've upgraded, like your perks and such. Oh, I've actually got more perks for demolition. Let's get a professional hammer and... 2% of the job requirements, yeah. So I've got, like, different painting things. Anyway, I digress. Over to painting with the roller, and I'm going to paint... See, if I did this wall, you can see it reaches up to there. It means that we would have a strip... Yeah, look at that. We would have a strip of white wall there, and the brick on top. It could function. It could work, but I'm instead just going to paint this wall, and maybe the bathroom, actually. We might paint the outside of the bathroom this colour. We shall see. Just painting... multiple parts of this, and it says they wanted a Fez high refrigerator. There we go. Now that's okay, but I think this could be do with painting as well. That might look quite nice. I wonder if the other spaces are still like small business / industrial units or for work, or whether they're also private residences now. Maybe that's a narrative we'll never find out. Okay, that's alright. That door is terrible, but I'm not going to change it. What else do we have? Over here it says use, and this is what it's recommending for this. I think a big corner sofa like that would be nice. So we can rotate it round. We can see the type of coverings. I think the dark brown works. Black legs on it, yeah, just to sort of hide it. Yeah, hide them away. As for the cushions, I think that. And wow, so it recommends all of the different things around here, what they like. And obviously you could go with similar things. Probably there I could place a lamp or something. That seems to look quite nice. Coffee table. That's quite nice. Yeah. And then more chairs. Same thing. Similar rather. And nice bit of art. Definitely the tree. I mean, just placing it in the middle is a bit dodgy, but it is what it is. So that's the mood board and what they've asked us to do. Already, you can see, in a relatively short amount of time, we've accomplished quite a bit. We are certainly progressing towards... Oh, look at this. This is where we have to do a sink and things. Yeah, so this we'd have to lay the tiles and then put in a plumbing system for shower, sink, bathtub, suspended toilet, and a lamp. How are we going to fit all of that in here? Oh, to be fair, it goes back that way. Obviously, if we wanted to as well, if we owned this property, we could get the sledgehammer out and start to completely redo things, but we can't at this stage. This is asking for a double bed and things like that. But that's the sort of thing that you can expect from like say the luxury flipper DLC. There's a lot more items in it. I don't know how much is that with DLC or just regular updates, but being able to just change the windows is a big one and place them in other areas. Really, really good. I like some of the new things you can buy. You've got a lot of range with this DLC. It goes from like antique, like old stuff to really hyper modern furniture. These new doors are pretty good. I mean, pools as well. As you can see, we've got pools. So if you wanted to, we can have a pool in there. And yeah, it says, "I hope there's no cellar." Right? Yep, you can. You can just have a pool in the corner. You know what? Imagine that you were coming to view the apartment. You go in and be like, "Oh, that looks quite good," and you'd just be going, question. A, is that up to code with the socket right close to a pool? But secondly, how you've managed to get a not inconsiderable size swimming pool in in an industrial loft unit, what appears to be several stories up. Yeah, I think we will sell it. I didn't really look outside, and it's yeah, it is what it is. But there you go. That's just a little bit. I'm not going to continue on any... I'm stuck in the windows. I found that is a thing, by the way. For some reason, you can get stuck in the windows there when you get too close. But that's just a brief look at the Luxury Flipper DLC. Obviously, we've played House Flipper quite a bit on the channel over the... over many years, in fact. We've done series on it. We've done a lot of hunkering down in the bunker and done all of the Apocalypse DLCs. But as for DLCs, it probably is the biggest, maybe. It's certainly a fairly big chunk of extra game you've got here. A lot more items, a lot more options, which is always good for a game about doing stuff up. It is still as chill as it always was. I'm noticing there's a lot of like smoke there. See that? There's like some haze. I think it's because where the sun's going. Is the sun going down? Oh yeah, look at that. It is actually going to get dark in here. That'll be quite nice to see. But yeah, it seems to be a fairly big DLC and something I'm going to be playing a lot more of. I like this mode where you come and you have certain requirements and you're just... It's nice just being told, you know what, just here's the bits we want and make it look good. And there, once it's done, as I said, you can still buy the property and do it up. That might be A bit of a downside for some. I can understand people just wanting to buy all of the extra properties and going from there. If we go back to the office here, I'll show you what I mean by buying of the properties. This office, I threatened to update it at some point, and we've never got around to doing it. That might be a future series. Over to our browser here, and this is all the ones that we've sold, as you can see. So we've got the 4 hunker down in the bunker apocalypse ones. These are all with the bunkers. We've done the cyberpunky one, cyber flipper, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses. We've got 829,000 generic units of currency. So this is these symbols for DLC. So that's the garden flipper. I think you've got a HGTV one as well, and this one is the luxury flipper. So you can see I can buy this house, and I'll go there now. I just want to show you this yacht. This is the first job that you do. It doesn't look like a yacht to me. It looks like there's just a box that's been dumped in the sea. It's a bit disappointing. It's like this is actually what I would make if someone said, right, we're in Gary's mod, and we want to make a yacht. This is probably what I would end up making. But yeah, as you can see, it's like the typical the typical house flipper mode. So you've got loads of rubbish that you need to clean. You've got different clients on the left hand side that'll say yes, they like this or they don't. You have to clean it up, do it up, etc. So all of these, you can see we can change the windows, we can alter these as well. I assume that I can't. Can I sell them? Yes, I can. So I could sell these windows as well. So that's interesting. I didn't think we would be able to do that, but we can also put them in if we wanted to as well. Good grief, this is absolutely terrible, some of this one. I don't think there's any way for me to... I don't think there's anything for me to do up. Good grief, these are absolutely wrecked, all of this. Yeah, as I said, one of the... Oh yeah, there we go. No, can we clean that? We can't clean it. Yeah, there is another thing that I haven't shown you, and that's like sort of upcycling, which is a nice touch as well. I hope that they focus a lot more on that as well. So you can... take like these things here, because I mean I don't think I can clean these, and it would be nice to be able to like at least clean these up and reuse them. But oh, it's like a bar area. But there you go, that's been a little bit of House Flipper, and specifically the Luxury Flipper DLC. Overall, pretty happy with what they've added there, and looking forward to playing through some of these levels. As always, it's still just a fairly chill game where you can just do stuff up, and you know, if that's what you like, then by all means feel free to check the link out in the description. Why do you need 7 or so freezers? I don't know. I guess it is a party board after all. But there you are. If you want to see more of House Flipper, then by all means let me know, and we will go from there. If you have any different suggestions for what you may have done in terms of the decor or what you would like to see, then it'd be nice to hear them. And yeah, that needs to be redone. And yeah, I fixed it with a hammer. Great. Good. Either way, I hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.